Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Really quick, I'm unpacking my scooters at work, but I really needed to talk with you about this. I have been supposed to be uploading the past couple days, and I haven't. I've been busy writing, filming, trying to test out my new item that I got for filming. The only thing is, this whole shooting is kind of like, I'm trying to work and trying to figure out why it happened. I know who did it, but there's videos and there are audio, and it's just not adding up from what the police and the government are telling us about what happened and what is actually being shown in these videos. So what I'm trying to say is, if you look at certain videos, which I will be doing more investigation about, I'm just going to talk with you guys real quick about it. When you look at these videos, these videos, you don't see a shooter from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay shooting. When you look at these videos, it looks about the 4th floor. And there's police recording when they were talking about when they were going to go into the Mandalay Bay and try to find him. That there was more than one shooter. There was anywhere from 2 to 3 shooters, and they said that there was one as lone wolf. Well, that's possibly a lie. And then when you see videos, the gunfire is going next to the Mandalay Bay sign, but it is at the 4th floor, and it's not at 32nd floor. Yes, he had the guns, and he was dead, but it looks like it was a setup, because you see this in movies where they would shoot and stuff, and then they would die, and then they would go into the room, and then he would be dead, and yada yada yada. But the thing I'm not understanding is, even the neighbor, he went on a YouTube talk show type of thing, and he said he lived with the guy for 8 months. Well, not live with him, but it was his next door neighbor for about 8 months. He really didn't talk about guns and stuff like that. Drink beer. I mean, drink beer after work and stuff. He's just a real laid back, normal guy, pay his bills, very quiet. And the thing is, the stories aren't adding up from what they're telling me. So I feel like the government is hiding something, because they were saying something about November 4th was going to be some big old terrorist thing, I think, or something like that, along those lines. But the thing I'm not understanding is, they did something sooner, and they did some tragic thing in Vegas. They've been saying it for the last 2-3 years they're gonna do something bad in Vegas and whatnot, but it's just so weird, because they're saying it was just one person, but the evidence is saying 2 to 3. And also, if no one knows, they said that there was no more shootouts in other areas of the Strip with other casinos. In the New York, if you look at the YouTube videos, there was this YouTuber that was going around, I think it was October 2nd, and he uploaded it on October 3rd. Not sure, knowing what time, so October 2nd and 3rd, he was on the Vegas Strip interviewing people that were there, and what was there behind the scenes on all this incident. And the thing is, he went into other casinos, and he asked the workers certain things. Workers, they're sworn not to talk about it. Everybody in the Mandalay Bay had to sign a waiver saying that they can't talk about it, or they would be, I think, fired or so, which is pretty stupid as hell, because if I worked there and they told me to sign it, I would automatically put them on video, and then, I mean, we would just see what happens. Because you can't just go and just, tell someone, hey, you can't just go tell someone, don't talk about it. I understand it's confidential in some ways, but at the same time, it's a really tragic incident that happened, and, the evidence is not adding up of what they're telling us. They're saying one person, other people are saying that there's more. The police radio says 2 to 3. Audio has another, shootout. They had a shootout in another one, I think it was New York. And they couldn't say anything. They just said police and SWAT were there. There's another shootout. That's it. But they cannot say it. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I'm just not understanding. And it just seems like a big old setup of something to drag our attention away from something bigger that's going to be happening soon. And I'm kind of like a conspiracy person, but the thing is, there's the evidence that is there, videos from multiple hundreds of thousands of people that were there, the audio footage, you can hear the sounds from the guns, which is distant and which is not distant. So you just hear like different sounds or going off at the same time, and they were trying to time it so one shooter would go, then the other one, then the other one, then the other one. But it's just so weird because even on like tickets receipt, this guy that served him at the Mandalay Bay inside his hotel room, he had the paper that's there that they were saying two guests, that Stephen Pattison guy. I don't know how his last name is. My apologies. Other thing, he checked in multiple different hotels to actually go and look to see which one would be the best vantage point to go and take care of this horrific murder scene. And I don't know why he chose Mandalay Bay, but there was other areas that were even more clearer, but not really sure. And he told his girlfriend, I think he lived in either Michigan or Mesquite, to go to the Philippines. His girlfriend was not here in Vegas at all. She was in the Philippines. She didn't know that he was going to do this. He didn't say nothing about it. He found a cheap plane ticket to fly her out, and she went to see her family. And then he wired her money too. He did a lot of gambling in the Las Vegas hotel. And the weird thing is, like, that day still, like, he just started murdering people. No one really knows why. It's really weird to know that this happened. And also for all the people that went through this horrific incident, I'm very sorry for that. Sorry for the people that families and loved ones passed away, and also the ones that were injured. There were 59 dead in total, and then on top of that, there were over 500 people that were injured. And the medical bills are like crazy. I think they raised around $10 million now. Last time I looked at it was about almost 9 million. That's the last time I like looked at it and seen it. It's just, I don't get it, guys. Why would someone that doesn't talk a lot, that didn't say anything, didn't even like guns that much, why would he come to Las Vegas, Nevada to check into multiple hotels, stay in one hotel, and then shoot up a concert? I mean, you have to ask yourself certain questions. What was the motive? No one knows, really, but I mean, just certain evidence parts are not adding up, and it's just like there's something bigger. We're getting told lies, but we want to know. If you see videos, they're like two different gun sounds. Yeah, he had like 23 guns in his room in the 32nd floor. He shot a security guard. He really wired the room in the hallway to make sure to see when people are coming. In the videos, you don't see a reflection, or you don't see gunshots coming out of the 32nd floor. You see it at the 4th floor, and people saying that's a strobe light. Now, quick question. I will go on the Strip. I will go film that place. And why the hell would there be a strobe light on the bottom part of the hotel when it has nothing to really do? Why would there be a strobe light? And a strobe light would, like, the thing about a strobe light, the strobe light would keep going no matter what. That one, it went for a good couple seconds, then stopped for maybe a minute, and then would go again, which is the weird thing. And then why on the police radio, why would they say possibly another shooting on the 4th floor? Some people said the 10th floor. Then they were chasing 2 other people. There were 3 armored vans. There were like codes. I'm just wondering, was this Was this planned out? Because this has to be planned out somehow. You don't just go get a ton of luggage, you get a ton of weapons, bring them up to your room, and then blow out the windows. I don't even know how the hell he got to blow out the windows. Blow out the windows and start shooting. It does not make sense. The evidence does not add up from what the police are telling us to what we are seeing on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snap, everything. The evidence is showing something different than what we are hearing. And the thing is the government lying to us? The people that were here in this damn massacre, I think it was like 20 or 40,000 people that are running. Why the hell, like, I'm just not understanding. Like, are they telling us the truth? Should we believe them to like a certain extent, or believe them at all? Should we go? Because I mean, there are a couple dozen people actually doing their own investigation on it, and they're seeing the proof. The proof is not adding up from what they're telling us. They're telling us just like 20% out of the 100 what they need to be telling us, but they're keeping certain things back. Reasoning for that? I got no idea why. That's why I would like you guys to do some research too, and ask yourself and go on social media and everything. There's like certain evidence and like all these videos, and it's just not adding up. Like if there's one shooter, there's like 2 different gun sounds. Yeah, he had 23 guns, but they pointed it from even the concert. People that were not even in the concert pointing it right at where the shooting was happening, and you see the little flashes. It's right around the 4th floor area, and then right where Mr. Stephen Padigan was, he was like at pretty much at the very top, almost at the, like I think the 40th floor or something like that. But he was like way up here, and you don't when the gunfire happens, you don't see any how's it called? Any flames or anything that a gun would produce when you shoot a firearm. Thing is, he had some type of like silencer type of thing on it to make it not so it's harder and more non-visible for you to see the flames. But at the same time, I'm like, it's just there's like no. It's just hard. It's just very, 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 very hard. And also in one of the photos, where you can see his body laying down, like his bottom half, and then there was like a gun there and stuff like that. Thing is, there is a note on the top, like right area, next to like a green something and like I think a staple or a pen, and there's a note. We don't know what the note says. We would like to know what the note says. I hope they inform us what the note says. There's a lot of evidence that is not adding up to what they're telling us, and it is just not okay at the moment. There's just certain questions to ask, and if they can't provide us with that, I don't know if they're doing the job correctly. Yeah, I like how they went in the first responders. You guys did amazing. The police and the SWAT did amazing. Thing is, there's evidence not adding up, and we would like to freaking know about it. Off from the radio, what you guys were saying on the police scanner that we were listening to, and there's a lot of footage on that. To people filming and where the gunshots were coming from was the Mandalay Bay, yes, but the only other thing is the flashes weren't coming out of the 32nd floor. They were coming out of the 4th floor. And that there were other shootings in other casinos and foot chases and stuff like that. But at the same time, you guys didn't say anything about it. I understand if you guys want to keep it quiet, maybe an attack is happening or something. But you need to inform people that live here, because, like, we ain't trying to die. We trying to live, have families, work, have nice things. And we're not trying to go to work and then not come home and then have our families devastated. Like, you guys need to freaking tell us. But with me saying that, I need to get back to work, and I need to do more investigating on this. And also, I will take you guys to the strip, and I'll actually go look at the buildings and look around and everything like that. But again, this tragedy happened, and I have to talk about it. There's no way for me to not talk about it. This is a very big event that happened. Everybody in the world pretty much knows about it. So maybe something very, very big is going to happen soon. Not sure. We will see. But everybody out there, stay safe. I love you all, and I will keep you updated on whatever else I know. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I love you all. If you guys are new, subscribe. I talk about stuff what's been lately happening, to reaction on music videos, to scootering, to just silly, goofy things. It's really fun stuff. So if you guys like it, please subscribe. I would love for you guys to be a part of Steven Scoot's family, and I will guys. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Peace out. I love you all. Stay safe. And roll the outro.